Oh, what's up, kids? Welcome to Kids Church today. I hope that you guys are doing totally awesome.
Hey kids! We're so glad that you're here.
Miss Emily, are you okay?
Yeah, I got these awesome new shoes. Cause like the guy at the store said that they're the thing to get.
Yeah, well, it seems like those are kind of tripping a little bit. Like, literally, you're having trouble standing. I'm thinking you might need to rethink your shoe game a little bit.
I'm thinking that you might be right.
I mean, Miss Emily, you're so unstable. Literally, anything could come over and knock you down at any time, which is a great transition into what we're talking about today in Kids Church.
Okay, see, I can stand. Wait, what are we learning about in Kids Church?
So today in Kids Church, boys and girls, we're going to be learning all about the wise and the foolish builders. We're going to learn how to make our life storm-proof so that nothing can come over and just knock us over.
Whoa, rude. Okay, I'm really excited to learn about that, but maybe I should ditch the shoes and then get into the story.
Yeah, I think that's true. So why don't you ditch the shoes? We're going to get into some worship, and then we'll get into today's Bible story.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hi guys, it's totally Tubular Timmy here, back in my main cave, aka my parents' garage, where I play all of the cool, sweet, radical, awesome board games. Oh yeah, and we're back here with another game. Okay, let's see if you can guess this game. Let's play a fun game. Okay, cool. So this game is totally tubular, man. It's totally sweet. It's radical. Okay, so here's how you play. You gotta be laser focused, and you gotta be very careful. Every move has to be like laser focused, because if you make the wrong move, you lose and everything just falls apart. Have you guessed what game it is? Have you? Okay, well, I'll give you, I think if you guys haven't figured it out by now, that you won't figure it out. Let's see. It is, yeah, it's totally Jenga. I love this game so much. Seriously, so the way you play it is you got to be very careful with your moves. You got to take one up there, and you got to put it up there, right? And you got to be very super careful about which one you pull, because if you pull the wrong one, everything, phew. I'm not very good at this game, honestly. Everything could come crashing down. Yeah, this totally reminds me of a story in the Bible that my pastor told me the other day about two guys who they were building, they two house builders, and one of them built their lives on something really, really super solid and strong, and the other one did not build their life on something super solid and strong. And this big old storm came up, and it was like crazy. It was like, ah! And at the end of the storm, one of the houses stand up, and the other one fell down. Are you guys ready to hear this? See this, George? You want to watch? Yeah, me too. Okay, cool. He's totally tubular. All right, so listen, let's play a Bible story, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it just yet. Okay, cool.
Stories of the Bible. The parable of the two builders. This is Jesus.
Heyo!
Who is the Son of God and the Savior of the world. While Jesus was on earth, he taught everyone about God's love and healed people from their sickness. He did many miracles like walking on water.
Oh, hey guys.
And even raised people from the dead.
Wahoo!
One day, as he saw the crowds gathering, Jesus went up to the mountainside and sat down. His disciples gathered around him, and he began to teach them. He asked them, "Why do you keep calling me Lord, Lord, when you don't do what I say?" Anyone who listens to my teaching and follows it is wise.
Hey, I'm gonna build here.
I'm gonna build out there.
All right, suit yourself.
Like a person who builds a house on solid rock.
Oh, yeah.
When the floodwaters rise and break against that house, it stands firm because it was well built.
I'll get it here.
But anyone who hears my teaching and doesn't obey it is foolish.
All right, hey, it's nice.
Like a person who builds a house on sand.
Uh-oh.
When the rains and floods come and the winds beat against that house, it will collapse with a mighty crash. When Jesus had finished saying these things, the crowds were amazed at his teaching.
Whoa, man, that was totally crazy. That storm came and it was intense. It was like, yeah, oh man, I've got to be careful. I don't want to break my camera. Okay, it's actually my parents' camera. I don't want to break it or they'll never let me use it again. Anyway, so, yeah, so they were like, so it was totally crazy. And the guy who built his house on the sand, who would build their house on the sand? That doesn't make any sense at all, right? But he didn't build his house on the stuff that mattered. And so because of that, his house fell to the ground, right? But the one that built his house on the rock, his house stood firm and solid. And it totally reminds me, my pastor told me this. My pastor said that the whole point of the story is if we build our lives on things that are not about Jesus. So if we're just always trying to be the popular kids and the cool stuff and like buy all the cool cars and the cool sweet clothes and all that kind of stuff, that eventually our house and our lives will fall apart. So when the bad stuff comes in your life and like the hard times comes, like all that stuff won't matter. Like your car won't help you feel better, right? Having money won't help you feel better. Having cool clothes, like eventually your clothes aren't gonna be cool anymore. I know it's totally radical. This shirt will never not be cool, but anyway, like right? And so, but if we're building our lives on Jesus, Jesus never changes. And so when the bad times and the hard times comes, we can know that Jesus is our rock and He's solid, and He'll help us be awesome. So guys, next time you're playing Jenga, remember that you should build our lives on Jesus. And then when you build our lives on Jesus, boom, it'll be solid and it won't fall. But if we build our lives on the wrong thing, oh my gosh, it'll fall over. Just like that. And our lives will crumble. Alright guys, it's totally tubular Jimmy. Now I gotta clean all this up because my parents would be really mad if they came in out here and they told me to make a mess. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye!
No way. Hubert is totally cute. So righteously adorable. Look out, you're gonna get hit by the purple thing. Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Hi guys, like I'm totally Tina and this is Righteous Rhonda sitting here at the arcade.
We are such masters at the arcade. Although I'm better than her.
As if I've like totally taught you everything, you know, on how to play any of these games.
Alright, chill. We'll settle this later. We should teach everybody the main point for today.
That's not a terrible idea. Alright, so today's main point is what then?
Building our life on Jesus is righteously rad.
That's totally a good main point.
It's so righteous.
So totally good. But you know what? I think I need some like help from like the adults. Like, we need some adult help in this one. So come on adults, help us do like the main point. So today's main point, say it with me, all the adults in the room. It is building our life on Jesus is righteously rad. Yes.
That was okay. Not the best.
Well, who do you think you can totally do better than the adults?
Definitely the kids. The kids will be so much more righteously rad.
Well, let's try.
Alright, kids, say this with me. Building our lives on Jesus is righteously rad.
That was totally so good, but I think we should just tear the roof off with how loud we can totally be.
Oh yeah.
Let's do
righteously do this together.
All right, let's hear you everyone together with Totally Tina and Righteous Rhonda. Building our life on Jesus is righteously rad. That was totally great. Good job. All right, guys, we'll see you at the next week with our next main point. Totally amazing.
it looks like you got some new kicks.
Yeah, those other ones were whack. Like, gag me with a spoon. Bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, like, your your shoes are pretty much the thing that supports the rest of your body, if you think about it. So it's, like, really important that we, like, totally have good shoes that will support the rest of what's going on up here.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like our lesson today. Like, we learned that, we have to build our,
Yeah, build our lives on Jesus, right?
Yep.
So that when the storms of life come, we won't get knocked over.
Oh.
Yeah, so just like you need good shoes so that you don't fall to support you, like building our lives on Jesus is super important too. It's like the best pair of kicks, the best pair of shoes ever. That way our lives are supported.
Absolutely, because you don't want to fall. You don't want to. We're learning to win at the game of life.
That's right. You're totally not going to win the game of life if you're falling over, if you're tripping. Absolutely not. Well, kids, I hope that you had fun today. Remember, build your life on Jesus by reading the Bible, by praying, by going to church, by hanging out with other Jesus followers. And if you do that, you'll be getting yourself a solid foundation like the best pair of shoes ever. Well, Miss Emily, I think it's time to go.
All right. Bye, guys. We'll see you next week.
All right. Talk to you later.